Hey, what's going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video. Thank you so much for being here. Today, I wanted to show you analysis for today, basically what we did, which was not that much. The market was very like crazy today, very volatile. And actually, I got stopped out. I got stopped out twice in this area, and this is why I'm starting to tell my students that be careful. Okay, whenever you trade, if you want to trade just the New York Stock Exchange opening, it will not work all the time. Okay, it's so volatile nowadays. Sometimes it doesn't move. It starts actually moving after a few hours. Okay, sometimes it's gonna be just like this candle. You see this 1 hour candle here. You see this big wick to the bottom. You see this huge, enormous wick right here. And then, so it means that the price was actually dropping when the New York Stock Exchange opened. The price was dropping, pretending the market is going to go down, and then retraced, and look how it closed. So after closing that way, the next candle was actually a bearish engulfing candle. So making people think that this thing will actually go down. So the next candle actually started to push up, and in the middle. So you see all this bull crap right here, all this indecision. This is what I don't like. Okay, if I'm seeing some type of craziness like this, right, I might stay away from it. And today, I was going into a buy somewhere around here. Um, I had I had something like this. What was this? Triangle? Not triangle. It was like a head and shoulder formation. So price was pushing up. So I entered somewhere around this zone, and I sent it to the group, to the VIP. So I made the buy here, stop loss below. And I think it started playing around and actually stopped me out the first time. Then after stopping me out, then the market started to push up again. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make another buy. So I made another buy, small buy, and I was aiming to this zone, previous highs right here. So the market pushed up, and then after like a few minutes later, it started to come back down again, stopping people out. So it did stop me out, and then at that moment, I just did not trade anymore. However, I did send the analysis, and I was after all that shit, happening right there. And I saw the market starting to consolidate in a triangle formation, in a wedge formation, or something like that. Okay, I don't like that, and so I try to stay away. But still, why I decided, I told my students that I will pretend that I'm going to make a buy here, and I'm going to put the stop loss here. Why? Because right here you see this candle, this big candle right here on the 1 hour, this big engulfing candle. This is actually a nice demand zone right here in this spot. Look at how it looks on the 30 minutes. So you have on 30 minutes you actually have three candles, three big candles, almost the same size, very big ones, starting to push up. So it reached this high and then come back down for retest, okay, to retest the zone. There was a lot of indecision today, a lot of indecision. Actually started to push up after 1 p.m. right here in my country, which is very weird. When that happens, it's very weird. So I just draw my line here. Now I'm using, whenever I'm not spotting, whenever I'm not seeing anything like a flag formation, a nice flag like that, or I'm trying to scalp it, if I'm going on 15 minutes, um, depending on what I'm doing, I might be looking for demand zones or supply zones. If you're interested on the indicator I'm using for supply and demand zones, this indicator is actually quite interesting. Okay, you can find it actually this way. You go on indicators and right here, this one right here. Okay, from this creator. If you're interested, you can take a look. This is how I use it. I use the leg out strength. I put it on 2. Normally, I think it comes with a 1.5. So that means, like you see, the lower it gets, the more signals you get. But the higher, the less signals. And I'd rather less signals, okay, for you guys to actually be checking around this, because you can get, this is like any other type of indicator. You can also get faked outs, and it may not work. So the way you can use this is whenever you are on a support, at that point is good. Okay, whenever you know that you are in a very strong support, like if I go in a 4 hour, you know we're here. Okay, this is a big ass support, right? It's a nice demand zone, and overall, right here, this is a nice demand zone. So right now, look at all those weeks. Look at all those weeks rejections right there to the bottom. The market doesn't want to go down for as much. I think Nasdaq was dropping. The stocks in overall, like right here, stocks were actually red. Today was all red. They started to correct a little later, but they were all red at the beginning. Okay, but still, look at all these weeks rejections right here. All right, that's telling me something. The price is forming, is coming down as on a form of a bullish flag. Okay, and it's a very big, nice flag. You see the price broke previous highs right here, broke the area, coming back down for retest, and most likely is going to be pushing up. So what I'm seeing here, I'm going to explain it on a drawing. So we always have this, always happens. Market will normally come, perhaps it stop right there, and then we'll come back down, do a whatever formation, or let's say it just came back here, then breaks, and it comes back down to retest. Okay, and this retest most likely will create a flag like we are seeing right here. Okay, so this is a, let's say in a 4 hour time frame. So you see that the price tested, reached the record highs, then came back down, break, coming back down for retest. So most likely right here in this nice bullish formation we're seeing, we might have another leg, another pull, another push. So continuation to the upside. Okay, that is basically it. All right. So that's how it's looking. I was seeing this demand zone on a 1 hour. You see that big candle right here, demand zone giving you the trigger. Is not necessary. Like at some point, once you start and you understand what demand and supply zone is, and you are in a support and you find this nice bullish engulfing, you know that's something right there. So the price did push up, pullback. If even right here, you can use your Fibonacci as well. So from the low to the high, you see the market is reacting to the 50% on the Fibonacci right here. So you said you got the push, the pullback, and now you have the other push right there. Okay, so looking nice right now. It broke. You can say right here there is a zone right there. It's an area. Okay, something to consider. So price right now, we are in Asian session right now. So the market could potentially during night come back down, perhaps play around a little bit. Let's see what's going to happen tomorrow if it's going to start actually breaking the structures to the upside. That's what I want to see. But still, this could still continue to the downside. If you open also your 50 SMA, let's see what we're seeing right now. We're very bearish right now. Let's go 4 hours. So we are below the 50. All right, all the way to the top. We were on top of the 50 SMA. Now we're climbing. We're getting below. Okay, so like I believe that if the price starts breaking to the upside, we'll break this zone, then we'll break the flag, and then we're good to go for a nice buy right there. But right now, anything could happen. This thing could still be either consolidating for the entire rest of the week. Right here, it could just be doing nothing, and perhaps retesting this zone. This is a nice zone right here that you can consider. All right, demand zone. So the price could actually be reaching this zone again, very likely, until it actually breaks. Okay, that's how I was looking. US 30. Let's go with Nasdaq. Um, right quick. It was very crazy today as well. Let's see how it looks on a 4 hour. Let me remove that indicator. All right. So right here, you see that breakout right there? Look at what happened again. I'm going to show you another nice supply zone in this case because the market is melting down very strong. So it's very possible the market could actually come back and reach previous record highs. Same thing as I showed you on US 30 market. You see that US 30 it's already touching. US 30 it's already touching. So US 30 already did this and it's right here, right? US 30 is right there. But look what Nasdaq is. Nasdaq broke that previous high. It did. It's doing some divergence. I will open my RSI right here in a few seconds. But it's doing a divergence, and that thing might actually drop all the way down here to test. So right now, it's somewhere around here. We need that pullback. Okay, the market needs to make that correction after being, so, in a big push. The market is very overbought. And remember, I always tell you this, guys. When you are on a trend and you spot a divergence on the RSI, a divergence means that the trend might be ending. Again, it's not going to happen 100% of the times. It's just some type of prediction. The RSI gives you that type of prediction. When you see a divergence on the RSI on a big ass trend, you know that's telling you something. It's about to do a pullback. It's about to fall. So um, you see that on the 4 hours, you see that big bearish engulfing candle breaking previous zone. Okay, I have some alerts here. Let me see if I can remove it for the moment. I will remove them. All right, you see right here there was a 4 hour zone. This is a 4 hour zone. So right now it's breaking. It broke, retested the 4 hour zone, and came back down. You see that big ass bearish engulfing candle right there? This is a demand zone. Right here, this is a nice, you see this block right here? It's a nice, not demand zone, what I'm saying, supply zone, okay? I'm gonna put it here. Why is a supply zone? Because of the momentum. We did not move the market right here. This big ass push, one single candle, how many pips went down in a 1 hour? About 200, 232 pips. Okay, we don't do this. We don't move it. Oh shoot. One second. All right. So we don't move it. Okay. I did send this analysis to, I believe, to the free group, and so market. You see what it's doing. So got the breakout, retest right here. This is small zone, the small like resistance right there. Plus now it melted down after like a small breakout, retest, and boom, you got that. So right here, what you can do, you can follow. Okay, you can. This is telling like it might continue following. Right. Use the Fibonacci from that high to this low. Price is actually reaching the 61.8 right now. Let's see what type of reaction we're gonna have tonight. It might actually go higher. It might actually go higher to actually test this type of area right here, the supply zone, before actually went down. Or you can even say it is in fact touching it. Sometimes it's just an entire zone. I know people, some traders will draw the entire supply zone or demand zone for the entire candle right here. Like if I go and open this, you will see that the indicator is giving me that this is a supply zone. Okay, so it's a nice indicator to kind of understand. Not all the time is gonna work, guys. Not like if you're in the middle of nowhere and you see a supply or a demand zone in the middle of nowhere, that doesn't mean anything. Okay, if you are in a support and a resistance, and now you're seeing this, the actual trigger is giving you the alert right there, the signal, then there is something. Okay, but if not, don't just follow that. I'm not a fan of indicators that, you know, that people who actually follow indicators just because. You have to be smart. So, all right, we're reaching that nice supply zone, so it's very likely. Look at that trend right there. Look at that trend. Nice trend right there. Nice trend. Breakout of the trend. It came back, kind of like retesting this previous zone here, and then immediately melting down. So creating lows now. Right now, like if you wanna, let's go 4 hours. Yeah, it was very bullish. Like right now, there was no formation here. Market was just going nowhere, right? Creating new record highs. So this is what I wanted to show you. This is a divergence. You see already big divergence right there on a 1 hour on this big ass push. So you see right here, there's no divergence. From here to here, the market was creating higher highs, right? But at some point now, you got that big divergence, and now the price is below, it's breaking through, and is below the 50% on the RSI. So this is a sign that the market wants to go down. Okay, how low is going to go? We don't know. So I did send the sale, and I did mention on the group, guys, this is up to you. If you want to get in on this sale, get in. I am not getting in on this sale. I don't feel comfortable on the sales. So it's up to you. It's a good position for sale, to be honest. Um, but no, thanks. I'm actually holding a buy from here. I'm still holding a buy on Nasdaq from there. So, um, like I just rather wait for the market to drop. It could drop to this zone and then start pushing back up again. It may not reach this low. So it was just an example. Okay. But it's a nice, anyways, it's a nice setup. The market is definitely to the downside. Look at all those momentum right here. This big bearish momentum right there. You have three big ass candles. So what to expect? Definitely, um, price could be testing this zone. Okay, a this is a big zone. It's a 4-hour zone right here. Okay, so you see that breakout. You see retest, breakout, retest, touching the supply zone. So it's a nice opportunity for a sell if you're interested. I recommend you like getting as low as this one because anything could happen right there, right? Anyways, that is Nasdaq. Let's go with S&P 500, and we will close this video. So basically, it was doing kind of like the same thing, but you see, it's very indecisive right now. You see that right there? Let me open the RSI. Look at this big divergence. Again, okay? The market is very likely to reach this zone. It's very likely to reach this zone. You have a breakout now, very big breakout of the 50 SMA. Now coming back up to retest, I'm pretty sure it's going to continue to the downside, depending on of what's going to happen. Again, this was an analysis that I sent. I did not getting on a sale. Um, right here you see this big engulfing, or it looks like it kind of like an engulfing candle on a 4-hour time frame. But yeah, it looks like it's coming back up to this above this 4-hour zone. Let's see what's going to happen. I don't that's why I don't like selling. I don't want to, if my direction is to still buy, but even though the setup is definitely good for a sale. Let's see, 1 hour. There's a lot of noise, but price is breaking structures, is breaking trends. Right here, you see it broke that nice trend. It broke it. It's kind of all this noise. I hate that that noise, man. If you wanna, like I'm always saying, man, like if you're gonna melt down right away, but why are you still pushing? So there's a lot of people buying still in this zone. A lot of buyers. Um, like if you look at it this way, let me remove that 50 SMA. If you look at it this way, from here you can say it's actually consolidation. It's a box. Like right now, the market it's in this big box. Okay, so anything could happen. Anything could happen. So I tried to draw on a 4-hour time frame. Try to draw support, resistance. Right here, there's another support right here. The market stopped right there. So let's see what's going to happen. Let me remove this one. Just for the divergence, the RSI is telling me, hey man, be ready or get ready because the market could actually fall. All right. So let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen tomorrow. And see if we can actually predict, or the RSI is actually correct. It can predict the actual drop. So that would be all for today, guys. Thanks again for being here. Follow me on Telegram if you want to see these analyses daily there. Also, if you're interested on mentorship or the course that I'm providing, you can just go on teamprofitsenglish.com. You can find all the information there. There's a big sale here for December now, so don't miss it out. Thank you again, guys, for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take it easy, guys.